Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dave Russell. Well, join us Thursday at the Wyandotte County Fair thanks to Nature's premium liquid fertilizers since 1946. Trade is linking into the economic and political landscape over the coming months. Listen Wednesday as we talk with Ohio Corn and Wheat to find out how, with low prices, low demand, and high supply, we need to use trade as a way to sell corn. Well, the USDA's latest net farm income report painted a concerning picture for the farm economy. Chad Smith has more.
The latest net farm income report shows a 23% drop in net farm income compared to 2022. Zippy Duvall, president of the American Farm Bureau Federation, says farms losing a quarter of their income isn't economically sustainable.
I'd like to ask how many households could withstand losing a quarter of their income in 2 years? It isn't just an economic hiccup for our farms. It's evidence of an agricultural downturn. I've heard from all our farmers and ranchers across the country that they are struggling.
Duvall says there are a number of factors contributing to the downturn.
Farmers and ranchers are facing inflation just like every other American family. But we've also got a great deal of severe weather around, plummeting crop prices, and constant changes in regulatory requirements. Our labor, interest expense, and property taxes are at a record level. On top of all that, our farm safety net that was designed to help our farms manage risk is so outdated that in many cases it won't even trigger to help family farms face the drop in income.
The net farm income report emphasizes that America's farmers and ranchers need a new farm bill.
Congress has been kicking the can down the road when it comes to farm bill, but our farmers need help and they need it now. It's been more than 100 days since the House Agriculture Committee passed out a good bipartisan farm bill, and yet there hasn't been any additional action in either chamber. We need Congress to do their job, put politics aside as they have in the past, and get the work done. We need a new, modernized farm bill.
Chad Smith, Washington.
This year's income prospects for crop producers are far different from those involved in animal agriculture.
The Agriculture Department's new farm income forecast for this year is calling for a drop in farm profits of about 7%. USDA's chief economist Seth Myers says cash receipts from the sale of farm commodities are expected to be down about 2%. That decline
is led by crops. And so I think we can distinguish in this forecast the fortunes of crops versus livestock. And some of the revisions that were made in the 2024 forecast reflect an update in those commodity prices from where we were in February. And in a general sense, a decline in crop prices from the prior estimate in February and an increase in some of the key livestock components from that same period.
USDA is forecasting that cash receipts for crops will drop by about 10%. Sales of livestock and animal products will be up by 7%. Gary Crawford for the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
U.S. beef exports continued building momentum in July. USDA data says July beef exports totaled 110,419 metric tons. That's up 7% from a year ago and the second largest of 2024. Export value rose 12% to $910 million, also the second highest this year. Pork exports reached 24,210 metric tons in July. That's 10% higher than last year. Export value rose 13%. The markets, they're next.
Hi, everyone. This is Dale Minio from the Ohio AgNet. For a quarter of a century, I powered my truck with biodiesel, traveling the state promoting agriculture. Biodiesel is a reliable, high-performance fuel that works in any diesel engine without modification. The best part is that with every mile driven, I'm fueling the economy, doing good for the environment, and supporting soybean farmers. Learn how using biodiesel can add value to every bushel of soybeans grown at soyohio.org.
While you're out at the Farm Science Review this year, be sure to stop out and see the Ohio's Country Journal and Ohio AgNet crew at our Red Barn located at the corner of Corn and Market. You can visit with our team, enjoy some freshly popped popcorn, and get some free giveaways and renew your Ohio's Country Journal subscription for a chance to win a giant TV. There will be games for the whole family, and you can watch a live recording of our Ohio AgNet podcast and the midday and afternoon broadcast from the Farm Science Review. We'll be visiting with folks from Home and Equipment, Morton Buildings, and even talking mental health. That's at this year's Farm Science Review. Be sure to stop out and say hello.
The market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. At the Board of Trade, December corn 407 and a quarter, up 1. March 2025 corn 426, up a penny and a half. November soybeans $10.18, up 13 cents. January 2025 soybeans up 13 at 10.35 and a half. December wheat 568 and a half, up a penny and a half. At the Mercantile Exchange, October cattle 176.92, up $1.75. October hogs 78.80, down 70 cents. October feeder cattle $234.72, up $3.77. This is the Ohio AgNet